Hello and welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be a pick a door reading. Obviously pick a card, but 3 doors to choose from. So we have on the left here, this door here with a rose quartz above it. So if you want to go by the door, or you can go by the crystal. Then we have this door here in the middle, or an amethyst crystal. And then we have this door here on the right, sorry about that light, with the little elephant. So what I would suggest is to always go by the one that calls you the most. Don't go by your initial brain thought. Sometimes people go, oh, look at the cute little elephant, and choose that first of all, but your body might actually be guiding you to another door. So do listen to, well, you can listen to both if you like. You can listen to as many as you like, but yeah, definitely go by the one that calls you the most. I will put the timestamps down below so you can get straight to that particular reading. And yeah, I will see you on the reading. Bye. Hello and welcome to your pick a card reading for your door that you chose, which was door number 1. So that's this door here. And the message on the back says, a stranger's grace. Ego fears the sudden danger, but never underestimate the kindness of a loving stranger. And the card that you've got, so we've only chosen one card here for each door. The card that you've got there is goblins. So a bit of an odd one there, but yeah, so the first message that comes to me instantly from both of those messages there is about not trusting people. Okay, so it's about not trusting people after a certain situation. So if you've had something that's happened to you which has kind of been your kind of tower moment, you know, like you have in tarot, you have a tower moment. And that's when everything falls down, when everything goes wrong, or like you have some big changes in your life which are not necessarily positive change. You know, things can happen to bring up trauma in you, or they can collapse around you. You know, relationships can break down. You can have jobs that you lose, or could be like family pass away, or you know, anything that basically pulls the rug from underneath you. And this could be things that that's happened years ago. It might not necessarily be that's happening now, but it might be something that keeps coming up and keeps being re-triggered in you, and it's maybe causing you issues with like your mental health or things like that. It sounds like really bad, doesn't it? Like it sounds like huge, but it could also be like little things that you just don't feel happy in your life, and things that keep going wrong for you, and you can't catch a break. Okay, is what I'm hearing. You can't catch a break. Like things just never seem to get better, and the constant knocks or the big things that keep happening to you are making you not trust the world, or not trust people in general. You might not even trust yourself. And that's the kind of the mindset. You're believing that everyone is a goblin in your life, right? Everyone is a monster, or you feel like you've got a monster within you. You might even be becoming a monster to yourself. You might be judging yourself a lot, being harsh to yourself, beating yourself up. And you know, you kind of just looking at yourself and going, I'm a monster. But that's not the truth. As we know, there are some kind people in this world. You just have to look for them. And when you look for things in life, you will find them. I'm just being shown someone who's trying to find their keys, and it might actually be you. Let me know if you're trying to find your keys right now. But you might be saying, oh, it's just not the same. When I've lost something, I can't find them straight away, and it takes me ages to find them. But do you find them in the end? Generally. And if you don't, then you manage to get a key from somewhere else, right? You manage to get a key cut somewhere else, or you know, someone gives you another key, a spare key, right? There's always a spare key. Or you buy a new key. There's always a way, right? And that's the message here. It's like there's always people around to help you, to support you, to give you love and kindness. I'm just being shown a homeless person, right? there won't be one homeless person in the world who, unless he lives on a remote island, right, where someone won't give a kind gesture, right? I was watching it's just reminded me, I was watching Race Across the World the other day, and there was a part in it where there was a whole family. It was quite heartbreaking, but there was a whole family with like young children, and they were laying on the street with hardly anything, and there were the people in the program were trying to do this race like across the world, and you know, they could have just focused on the race. They could have just focused on their you know, their selfish like goal, right? But they stopped in that moment, and they were like heartbroken, and they gave what they could in that moment, you know. And there will be people in the world who will do that, who think like that, okay? So just start looking for those people. Start telling yourself, I'm sick of feeling this way. I'm sick of believing that everyone is out to get me, or everyone is a monster, or I don't like people, right? I know people joke about that. They say I'm not a people person, or, you know, oh, don't like people, right? But come on, you don't really believe that. There are some beautiful, loving people in this world. So tap into that and maybe ask the universe to show you kind people. Say, I'm open and willing to see kind people, and to be given support, and to see and feel what support feels like. What was I going to say? Something else just came to me as I was saying that, but I can't remember now. It's being open to receiving help and support, because often a lot of people don't like to ask for help because they feel silly, they feel stupid, they feel like a burden. People like to help, right? How good do you feel when you help someone else? And when they are really grateful for that help, you feel amazing. You have to give that feeling to someone, right? So allow yourself the support and the help. So if you've chosen this door, come on, open the door to those kind people. Okay, so that is your message for door number 1. I hope it made sense. I hope it supported you well, and yeah, check out the other ones if you want to, if you feel called to, but if not, then I will leave you here, and I will see you on the next reading. Bye. Hello and welcome to those who've chosen card number 2, door number 2, which is this one. I would have probably chosen this one, so I don't know, it just reminds me of like somewhere in, I mean, I've just been to Budapest, and it reminds me of doors there. They were just so beautiful, and all the architecture is so beautiful there. So it reminds me of that. And interestingly, because you would have to travel to get there, unless you live there, obviously, it talks about freedom, and freedom always comes to mind when I think about travel. So yeah, if you've chosen this card, the message for you is, don't hold yourself back from worldly freedom. Dream grand things for divine sacred reason. And the card that you get that goes with that, so I've only chosen one card for each pile, for each door. The card that you've got for that is Deep Freeze, but it was in reverse. Okay, so the image that I got with that, when I saw the Deep Freeze, I saw it in reverse, was an ice lolly, and it was melting. It was melting in the sun, right? And if you imagine yourself, I know it sounds really strange, but imagine yourself as an ice lolly, right? Or a snowman, right? Like, or something that's just frozen. And imagine yourself feeling the warmth of the sun, and it will just melt you. And imagine your body doing that, just like melting. So all this time you've been really tense, right? You've been, say, really stressed, because I think that's where we're going with the message, yeah? So imagine your body is like really tense and really tight. And then suddenly you get this lovely warm blast of sun, and you just relax your whole body. And imagine yourself doing that. So I always imagine myself like on a beach, and I'm just like soaking up the sun. I'm just like, oh, this is such a relief. This is so nice for my body, and I just feel really soft. And yeah, like I just got the word marshmallow. Oh, my friend Yvette's, if she's chosen this card, it would be amazing if she's chosen this card, because her hamster is called Marshmallow, and she's probably laughing if she has chosen this card, and I hope she does. But yeah, it just made me laugh. So just think of yourself maybe as a melting ice lolly or a marshmallow, right? All soft and all squidgy, right? And to me, they're giving me the word love, okay? So that is what you feel like. You feel like you're melting. You feel like you're softening. You feel like you're all squishy and like warm and fuzzy and everything when you're in love, right? So the message here is to allow yourself the freedom of that feeling, okay? Allow yourself to soften, allow your body to soften and to release any tension and any stress. So whatever you can do to get that feeling, do it. Whether that's a massage, whether that's to go in a sauna. I don't know why they show me a sauna. But the warmth, I guess, right? Allow yourself some warmth to your muscles, warmth to your cells, like in your body. They're just showing me that. They keep showing me warmth and sunlight and heat. And so maybe you've been having some issues with your health, like with your back. They're showing me back, okay? So back or shoulder or something like that. Get some heat on it, okay? Get a heat pad. Maybe this is like physical stuff they're showing me now. But also in terms of emotions, like if you've been stressed, if you've been tense, if you've been overworked and it's making your body tense up, you will know, because your body will tell you. It will tell you when you're overworked, when you're overstressed, because it will tighten up, okay? Your muscles will tighten up. It's kind of like a protective mode that your body goes into. But your time is it's time to thaw, is what they're telling me, right? It's time to thaw out and allow your body to relax and allow that softness to come in and your heart to open. I keep looking at the rose quartz, even though you've chosen the card with the amethyst, the rose quartz keeps getting my attention, and the rose quartz is indicating, it always indicates self-love and love and compassion. The amethyst is about peace, okay, and it's about connection spiritually. So you need to connect with yourself energetically, emotionally and spiritually. I feel like you've been too connected to your physical world, your physical life, your practical life, and you need to start stepping into the other areas of your being. So you're not just a physical being, you're an emotional being, you're a spiritual being. You need to start connecting to those areas of you as well, because that makes up the whole of you. And when you do that, you will naturally soften, you will naturally open, and you'll naturally be able to connect with people better and connect with your body better. Your health will improve, your mental health will improve, okay? It's really important, this message. And the freedom to just be you completely is what you need to allow yourself to be. I'm drawn to the word flows because it says freedom flows on the back of that door, okay? So, and then I'm drawn to the river here. But if you look, he's frozen, but the water isn't really, okay? Still, like here, it's not really frozen, it's flowing. So you need to allow yourself to flow like the water here. Maybe surround yourself with more water. Maybe take yourself to the beach, right? If you live in an area where it's warm still, you're not in the UK winter, but if you are, then maybe take yourself mentally to a place where you feel like you're at the beach and you're listening to the waves. Maybe listen to those sounds, like get one of those apps, or listen on Spotify to like the sound of the beach, or and just imagine yourself there and let it sink in and let yourself soften. I feel it's really, really important for you, for the whole of you, as I say. Okay, so it's time to thaw out. Feel that heat and relax. So there we go. That's your card for pile number 2 for the door, number 2. And I hope it helped you, hope it supported you. If you feel to listen to any of the other ones, please do. The timestamps are below. And if not, I will love you and leave you here. And I'll see you on the next reading. Bye. Hello and welcome to your reading if you chose door number 3, which is this one here with the little elephant. And I think I said at the start, to not just go straight to the elephant because it's cute, but some of you might have done. So if that's the case, your message is well, even if it's not the case, if you've just come here because you feel called to it, your message is Anthony's call. In thanks of my spirit, safe and sound, all things that are lost so can be found. This is really strange, right? And if you are watching this after you've watched pile number 1, then you will see why. But if not, hop on over to pile number 1 after this, because the message is similar to this one. I talked about when you lose things and how you sometimes can't find them, and sometimes you can find them. And I talked about when you lose your keys, right? So it's really interesting, because I've also noticed on this door, I don't know if you'll be able to see because it's quite small, but there's a little keyhole here. But the way I see that keyhole is that it's covered up, so that even if you find the key, you try to put that key in there and it doesn't open the door, right? And that's kind of the message here. It's like, you don't believe that even if you find what you're looking for, that it's going to open the door for you. It's going to work out for you. Something good in your life is going to arrive. You're a bit skeptic, is that the word? Yeah, maybe like a bit sort of negative. I was going to say optimistic. It's pessimistic, isn't it? I can't get my words today. Pessimistic. You're a bit of a realist, I guess. Maybe you're not believing that your dreams are going to come true because you're in the real world. Real world, I call it. And yeah, it's very hard for you, and I'm not judging you, but I feel it's very hard for you to believe in miracles. It's very hard for you to believe that good things are on their way. Maybe you do get caught in the negative mindset quite a bit because you don't see results. You don't see things happening for you in the way that you want to see them. And like I say, even if you lost your keys, maybe if someone gave you a key, and I've talked about this, I do a lot of card in the car videos on Instagram and TikTok. And I've been talking for a while now about someone handing you a key, and you are kind of maybe not taking that key. And I think here, you know, if that applies to you, you're maybe thinking, well, there's no point in taking that key because it doesn't fit in that door anyway, right? So think of it in terms of the way you're thinking about life. You know, does that resonate for you? If it doesn't, hop on over to pile number 1, okay? But you might want to just hang on to the rest of this reading just in case. But yeah, there's something about negative mindset, the doors being shut in your face, and maybe the fact that you're just saying, oh, the door's always closing on me, things are never working out for me, I don't ever see the results that I want to see. Okay, so that's the kind of mindset that I'm picking up. The next card we have is encouragement. So I've only got 1 card for each pile, but this card came out for your door, and it was in reverse, unfortunately. And this is because you're not encouraging yourself, right? And also maybe you're not taking encouragement from other people, or you're not getting the encouragement from other people. And I think sometimes if you're not getting the support and encouragement from other people, of course you're going to stay in that negative mindset. Of course you're not going to have confidence in yourself, your abilities, or the way that your life is working out. That makes total sense. So I don't blame you for feeling that way. And you know, we all get in a funk. We all kind of we get in that like wallowing mindset, and we're in our, you know, in our home just going, oh, like nothing's working out for me. We all feel like that from time to time, so there's nothing wrong with it. The only problem is when you get stuck in that, when you wallow in that, and when it's not moving you forward. So that's when I say to turn this around, give yourself the encouragement you need. If you're not receiving encouragement from other people, the only person that can give yourself encouragement is yourself. So in what way can you do that? How can you seek ways of encouraging yourself? Maybe listen to, I know it sounds a bit cliche and a bit kind of on the surface, but to break that mold as such, to start chiseling away at that negativity, maybe a way to do that is to listen to affirmations. I don't like to tell people to listen to affirmations because I don't think that it gets to the root cause, right? It doesn't really make huge change, but what it can do is it can open the door, right? And what are we talking about? We're talking about opening doors. So I feel like you are the only person that can open this door, even without a key. Maybe kick it down, right? I feel like having to go at you. Maybe you have to kick it down. Maybe you have to kind of get a hammer and start knocking through these bits of wood here. I don't know, but the only thing I do know is that the lack of encouragement that you're giving yourself, or the lack of support that you're giving yourself, is not working. It's not helping you find another key to open that door. It's not helping you to find the hammer to knock that door down, right? So do what you can to just get that door open. Once you've got the door open, you can start digging a bit deeper. You can start asking yourself those deeper questions, or looking for other ways of supporting you so that you can really dig yourself out of the hole. Because I feel like that's what you're doing. The more you put yourself down or don't encourage yourself, you're digging yourself a bigger hole and you're making yourself feel worse. Okay, so maybe this is a kick up the bum that you needed. And maybe you have been drawn to this one because, you know, it's not, like I said at the start, I had a feeling that people were just going to go, oh, look at the cute little elephant, and just be drawn to this deck. This isn't a cute little elephant card. This is a big, heavy, strong message, right? Even though it does look really cute, but it's not. It's quite a powerful little elephant, right? It's got some really good healing qualities, this crystal as well. This is aventurine, by the way, so if you want to look up aventurine, there we go. Okay, so that is your message for pile number 3, door number 3. If you do feel called to pile number 1, you haven't listened to it, please hop on over there, or any of them, you know, 2 as well if you want to. All the timestamps are below. And yeah, I hope it supported you, and I will love you and leave you and see you on the next one. Bye.